Welcome. This is Recidiva. I'm sharing a recording of a casual Skyrim playthrough using a mod list I built. My profound thanks to all the mod creators who have made this game a crowdsourced treasure. I hope you enjoy. I'm gonna give another good try to seeing if Jarari's about. Other than that, oh, it's nighttime. I don't know if he is around at nighttime. No, it's morning really. I haven't seen Jarari. But I honestly don't really mind not doing this one. I'm going to go to the prison and see if I can find Looks like there's one more instrument to find too from Inga Six Fingers. Okay, I think the prison's down here. Yeah, okay.
I'm telling you.
I need to find. I don't think this on his schedule that he's even findable right now, but we'll see.
I've never met a politician that wasn't corrupt.
You won't get anything out of me, you filthy sons of workers. I stand with the Stormcloaks. You Imperial dogs will never break my will. Never.
I used to be an adventurer like you, and I took an arrow in the knee.
Power scavengers from what I've seen.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, it's the wrong time of day. I don't see Jari Ra. I don't see Atur. I'm going to... yeah. All the torture signs make me not like the guards for, you know, some weird reason. Alright, I'm gonna leave it for a little bit. We might loop back around and see if I can start this, but it's modded.
What do you need, Bard?
What do I need? Bard? Aw. I'm a bard now. Yay! Okay, Jari Ra should be here. He isn't. I know I heard him speaking earlier in the game and I ignored him. Now he's not there. There is an NPC named Artist who has his own schedule, who wanders around. And I'm not really interested enough at the moment to look up the schedule and do a debug. So let's go see if we can find Inga Inga Six Fingers. It's okay, Bo. It's all gonna be okay.
The road to Whiterun's not safe these days. Lots of travelers just
Oh, you guys are all still
South
out
of
at 6 a.m. partying, huh?
trace of them.
Yep.
Come on,
May the gods watch over your
See,
battles,
you
friend.
were wearing clothes before. I know it.
Welcome, people of Solitude. We of the Bards College are pleased to be here to celebrate the burning of King Olaf.
Oh, dear.
The festival would not have been possible without
Get
the
your festival meat
dedication
pie,
and
specially
hard
made.
work of our most recent inductee. Now it's
Did
done
you say
talking
free meat
anyway.
pies?
With the lighting of the effigy,
Trying to find Inga. If you don't know, Lights Out as a quest is given to you by Jari Ra, who's an Argonian standing there. You're given the,
I've been meaning to sit and read a
Ooh,
book or two.
I need Song of the Alchemist.
A lot of
For a
wonderful
quest.
tales to be
Yeah.
had.
And the Lapis Lazuli. Okay, yes. So, Lights Out, he asks you to, Jari Ra. I'm gonna steal a bunch of books. He asks you, tells you, there's a good heist.
I swear, at
If
this
you're
point,
willing
you want us to
to-
sneak about because you know I can't think straight.
They've got
seeing
books,
you
honey.
move
I like
that.
books. There we go.
It makes me sad whenever I think about it.
Why are you sad?
Oh, sorry. My mind wanders sometimes. I was just thinking about Finn's loot. Over a year ago, thieves broke into the college and made off with a lot of valuable things, mostly gold and silver.
Gosh.
But they also stole Finn's loot. We just learned where the bandits fled to, and I very much want that loot back.
Okay. What's so important about Finn's loot?
Finn was the bard who invented the 8-course loot that is commonplace today. Until he found a way to string the extra courses, bards only had 6-course loots. The loot they stole is Finn's original 8-course loot. I doubt they even realize its true value. Glad that distraction's over. Only reason I'm so good with a loot is because I'm old. It takes a lifetime to master.
Okay, is a course a string? Or what? I don't know. Trivia. So Jari Ra tells you he's got a good scam. They're going to shipwreck the Ice Runner. He needs you to douse the lighthouse so that the Ice Runner is going to have trouble finding shore.
We
And he
remember
promises
all
you-
those Solitude soldiers out fighting the good
Promises
fight in
you
this
that nobody's going to get hurt.
thankless war.
And, you know, weirdly, it doesn't turn out that way, and everybody ends up dying. So you don't know that before you take the quest, and of course you can't finish the quest. You don't find out until you do it the first time how horrible it is as an outcome. So someone did make a mod called Save the Ice Runner, where instead of putting out the lighthouse, you can, I mean, even in the original game, you can try to report Jari Ra, but there's no proof. In the game, there is proof. Goldfish! It's a little cold. Aren't you goldfish? Gonna need those for the fishing quest. And swan feathers, which apparently I can't not. There might be another quest in here also from the Croatian Club. But, and apparently the mod also, Save the Ice Runner, does a couple of things. It changes the outcome, it changes the NPCs, it gives you the opportunity to report the crime so you don't have to commit the crime in order to complete the quest. And it turns some NPCs into followers. So I'm trying to find a guy in the...
Wait, don't use fire!
What? Don't use fire? I rarely use fire anyway. So since it's modded, I'm gonna have trouble loading it. And if I can't do it, I'm not really sad, because in reality, I never do that quest. Even the modded version is buggy and difficult to get to trigger, because finding the captain on his throughout his schedule is a tough thing. I've tried to do it. It's a pain. Ooh, Stone of Baron's Eye. So yeah, okay, I've got the Stones of Baron Saya. It's telling me how many are left. I've gotten about a third of them so far, so I'm sure I've missed some. I'll circle back and... Oh, hey, there you go.
How the fuck am I supposed to draw my sword folded over like this? One of these days I'm gonna cut something off myself, okay. I swear.
Got the loot. So, I'm gonna save the Ice Runner or lights out until or unless... Look at that beautiful water. I mean, just take a minute. As the animation freezes. But it's incredible. It's just so cool. Yeah, I know there's a wild horse out there. I know these spots. Alright. I don't have the quest for that. Give Finn's loot back. Okay, a course. Lute courses are the pairs of strings on a lute. So an 8-course Renaissance lute has 15 strings.
Warm them up a bit.
Okay, they couldn't count very well in the Renaissance. Alright, that's what we get. So a lute has pairs of
Seville
strings.
Stentor has a grasp of magical theory that I would never have expected from a human, even a Breton. No doubt most folk in Skyrim consider the dragons terrifying. I find them wondrous.
Okay.
You are free to leave.
I don't like talking to
Got lots of things to take care of. What do you need?
Great voice actor, though. Great voice actors. Female and male. It's just... If you're a high elf in Skyrim, you're probably an asshole.
It's time for you to go.
I live here, honey.
Only reason I'm so good with a lute is because I'm old. It takes a lifetime to master.
I found Finn's loot.
What? You did? Oh, sweet divines, you did. There is no way I can pay you what this loot is worth. But I can teach you a few tricks I've learned over the years.
Oh, and some security stuff.
Glad that distraction's over.
Yeah, so getting the 3 instruments will probably get you 15 to 20 skill points, depending on what you already have capped. That's an approximation. I haven't actually counted. Alright, let's see. I'm getting the stuff that I don't know or I've never done. Alright, I'm going to try to go talk to Falk. I don't even know these people. Talk to Imskar Ironhand for Octave Sand. I don't even know who these guys are. Try talking to Falk. Katema must be stopped. I don't think I've ever done this. So I don't know how it goes.
Why must men live in such inhospitable environments?
You look tired, little dragon. Let's take the day off. Let me pamper you.
So if you're terribly curious about Save the Ice Runner or Lights Out, I'm sure there are individual mods for that. It looks like I'm not going to be doing it. If it comes up, I will. But it ain't coming up, and I'm not going to force it to.
Do you have business with the court? The Jarl is not to be disturbed with common affairs at court. You direct those concerns to me.
I'm not seeing that he can give me
Anyone
a quest.
with a stout heart like yours is welcome here.
And I'm concerned about trying to
castle.
force things.
Simple living is more appealing to me.
Maybe at the end, because I don't want any questing weirdness. I know I did it with the Whispering Door, but that was mostly to show that it can be done. Plus, that's a Daedric quest. I don't know what this one is. So maybe I'll loop back around and finish some of these later with the command that I mentioned earlier about starting all quests. At some point, I might pick up a lot of these with that command. I'm gonna look up some NPC names right now. I don't know where this guy is at all. Okay, I'm gonna... Is it the Winking Skeever? Oh, what's wrong?
Now here's a woman I'm glad to see.
Come on in, just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
I once captained a ship called the Argent Raptor. She struck an iceberg and went down just north of Windhelm.
I've only been a part of the Red Wave's crew for a few weeks, but I've already learned to
Hey,
stay out
let's
of Captain Salvia's way. If you're looking for a challenge, you've come to the right place. Welcome to the Winking Skeever, friend.
Okay.
Remember the Winking Skeever next time you're footsore.
I don't see...
My shipmates scoff at my love of finery, but I know envy when I hear it. From ship's captain to lowly crewman. I suppose I deserve it after wasting all my coin
father
on
was
gambling
all the family I ever
and
had.
women.
I felt so lost when he died. But the crew of the Red Wave's my family now.
Yes? Feel free to make requests.
Ah, you're just in time. I got in a shipment of fine wares, courtesy of the East Empire Company.
If you're looking for a challenge, you've come to the right
Gavin
place.
takes off... Sanguine. It's Sanguine. Sanguine takes off his...
I hail from
I just think
Cyrodiil,
that's adorable.
but
The
after
name
a
is so cute.
misunderstanding with
Gavin.
the law, I needed a swift change of scenery.
Okay, since I'm striking out here, I'm gonna talk to Sanguine.
If you're looking for a challenge, you've come to the right place.
So he's clearly not looking like himself. She doesn't know that he's Sanguine. Drinking contests, you don't stand a chance.
Ha! We'll see about that. This is a special brew. Very strong stuff. Let's get started.
I once captained a ship called the Argent Raptor. She struck an
I'll start
iceberg and
round
went
one.
down just north
Down
of
the hatch. Your turn.
Here we go.
One down, my friend, one down. And another one for me.
Let's do this. Oh, I don't feel
And how about you?
He's drinking with me, that's so cute. Second drink, easy enough.
So says you. I think I've hit my limit on these things. Tell you what, one more and you win the contest.
One more. No problems.
Wow, you've really done it. The staff is yours.
That's great.
You know, you're a fun person to drink with. I know this great little place where the wine flows like water. We should head there. Hey, you don't look so good.
Wake up. That's right. It's time to wake up, you drunken blasphemer.
Look, she's looking at me disapprovingly. Ah, blasphemer?
I see. So you don't remember fondling the statuary, then?
I like marble.
I'm guessing you also don't remember coming in here and blathering incoherently about marriage or a goat. Which means you don't remember losing your temper and throwing trash all over the temple.
I'm sorry. I don't even remember how I got here.
Well, you were deep in your cups when you got here. You were ranting, but most of it was slurred. You said something about Rorikstead.
Okay.
Hi there.
Hey, Fyocha.
Yes?
They treating you well? You don't have shoes, do you? I'm sorry, get some shoes. Floors are cold in here. I don't know what the giant toe is for in a quest. Alright.
It's a good thing you're cute, or I'd turn you in for that bounty myself.
Yeah, we'll figure out where that is at some point. Silver! Hi, baby. You gonna run? Okay. I don't wanna hold you up. Some other time. Okay, so the sanguine thing is on my list. We'll get back to it. I think I'm gonna finish turning in the Book of Love now that it's done. She'll give me a follow-up quest. As long as these quests are in my log, I'll get around to finishing them. And then we'll clean up the log and do a final... Once everything looks like it's done.
How do you do, Thane?
Hello, Imperial Soldier. We will do a final sweep by starting all remaining quests.
Need something?
Lady Mara bids you welcome to her benevolence.
I help the forlorn lovers of Morkarth.
The goddess smiles at your efforts, child. The dawn shines bright upon you. You have seen the young, fickle love of youth and helped a more seasoned love find its way.
He was pretty youthful.
There is one final aspect we wish for you to explore. For a strong love can withstand storms and even survive death. Take this symbol of Mara. She will guide you to the wandering souls of two whose love was so great that their entwinement binds them to this world.
Uh-oh. Is that Fiori? What can you tell me about Mara?
Mara is the handmaiden of Kaidan, the goddess of the storm and the mother of men. She is the bearer of love and the patron of marriage. If you wish to make a donation to her benevolence, speak to Maramal and ensure your true love will endure for all eternity.
Right, with money.
May you carry the warmth of Mara to all corners of the frozen wastes.
Do I want to talk to the long dead lover? Yee. Yikes. Oh, I remember this. Yeah, okay. I have done this. It's sad. Oh, while we're at Golden Hills, let's say to hide to everyone. I don't think I ever summoned the Nyx Hound here, did I? I don't see the derp.
Really glad my dragon joined the companions. I couldn't have imagined what doing it would bring into my life. Now I can't imagine my life without it.
Okay, there we go. Hey, sweetheart. Don't go home. Come with me. Stay here. This is your new home. Don't grumble. It's awesome.
I'm looking forward to see that sun rising.
Look how gorgeous. Okay, things are planting now, okay? Oh, that's good. It's very rare that things get better as a game goes along. We got 16,000 garlic. Let's plant more, right? Right. Okay, let's... Yeah. Tired, hungry, sleepy.
Do you move with a fence? Or do you just
Wow, you guys are out working at 7 a.m.? Good for you.
Bloody hell, it's warm.
Let me mention again, I think this game is pretty. Yep. What are you doing?
I'm searching for my Fenric. He was marching with Yukor's men, who they say were wiped out here. I've turned over everybody, though, and I can't find him. Please help me look. He has a bright red beard and hair.
I don't see any bodies here.
I don't have time for your foolishness. Either help me or be gone. He must be here somewhere.
No time to talk. Snitch or double-cross me and I'll kill you.
This monument, does it remind you of me, love? Just kidding.
Honey. I've turned.
Please help me look.
last
He has a
battle
bright red beard and hair.
The last battle here was hundreds of years ago.
Are you a fool? Look at the bodies around you. Even if you're blind, surely you can smell the blood. Come, help me search for Fenric. He must be here somewhere.
Well, if you do, grab him and yell. Bastard stole from me.
Okay, I missed, whatever.
Have mercy on you.
I usually give the stuff back, but I was doing something.
We're routed! Fall back!
I'm glad to be wandering the wilds with you.
Yeah, isn't it beautiful? No! Dear God. What just... No. No. That's not good. Okay. That's not good. We're gonna ignore that happened and keep going. Your wife is looking for you.
Rookie? Where is she?
West, in the plains over the mountain.
We're expected to fight there tomorrow. Joker elected to camp here for the night. I don't like it, though.
Why don't you like camping here?
Our fires are visible for miles. We're in a low valley. Sitting ducks.
Let me take you to Rookie.
If she's come this far from home, it must be important. Lead on. I just need to report back to camp by sunrise.
Fenric, you're alive.
Of course I am. What brings you here?
I had heard that Gukar's men
You know,
were wiped
I've come
out.
to enjoy your company.
I came to find
The view is
them.
always finer.
But that battle isn't expected until tomorrow. Rookie, what's going on?
I'm so confused. What's happening?
It doesn't matter. I'm here. We're together now. And we will be forever.
Weirdly, many of these stories about love are not about love, they're about confusion.
That was really touching to witness. I'm glad they're finally together forever now. Their love was stronger than death itself.
I don't know.
Blessings of Mara upon you.
Lady Mara bids you welcome to her benevolence.
I helped the long-dead lovers find each other.
Your efforts have helped illuminate the entire province. I trust by now you've achieved a higher comprehension of love. Carry the blessings of Mara with you so the rest of the province may shine with her glories.
Okay, Agent
Good journey, my child.
Mara. Okay, Book of Love is done. Now I get your books.
We are married. Is it really necessary if you still wear that amulet? Well, I trust you though.
I'll take it off, sweetheart. It was for a quest. Better? Hope so. Oh, it's a sad little tree. Oh. No. Read reports of a disturbance. Oh, okay. I've seen this note. Yeah. Yeah, I'd already said that I'd read it. It's basically people going in and out of the Thieves' Guild entrance.
I pray for you to help
freaking out
me
all the
be a
people
more
here.
compassionate sword and to forgive those who piss me off.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that Agent of Mara is an item or a... Alright. Well, maybe later. Okay, let's give, speaking of Jari Ra, another good try. Seeking the Imperial Agent, if not, he just runs the prison, but that's essentially an Imperial Agent in Solitude.
Being old's not so bad. Daughter keeps me fed. My working days are done.
Alright. I'm gonna load a Jari Ra and put him there. Well, no, that's not a very good idea, is it?
What do you need, Bod?
See if I can go to him.
True, I may look the part of dashing swordsman, but I prefer the art of wit to that of warfare. Your typical Solitude wench is like the city itself. Stormy exterior, but the charms that lie within.
Ugh. I swear to God.
Godlike Whitemane has been laid to rest, I know. May his soul live forever in the halls of Sovngarde.
Oh. Yeah. I'm not really sure what to do since this quest is modded. And since it's a quest I really like, we're moving on. Alright. Solitude. Alright, I'm just gonna leave some of these because we've already looked for the quest NPCs and they are not being helpful. Okay, Tel Mithrin is next. So I'm going to leave Kaidan at Breezeholm. There has been a Kaidan update on the mod, but I'm not going to install it here. It'll be on my new playlist. But I don't know, I'm not going to risk that they've fixed his Solstheim scripting. Last I read, they don't even know that there's a problem, just that there is a bunch of people having problems and not knowing what's breaking the scripting. Hey, Graham. Oh dear God. Yeah, this is not good. Oof. Yeah, we're having some polygon issues here. I don't know what happened. That's... I can't look at my character.
That smile.
Damn those great names to oblivion. They want to back the Stormcloaks, they'll get what's coming to them.
And I'd feel like the sun is
that's
shining
a problem,
on me.
guys. Ooh. Yeah, we got some problems here, folks. Trouble in River City. Alright. I didn't screw with this character at all. I don't know what happened. Try changing my outfit.
Oh, is that the cheese I'm carrying, or do I just need a bath?
Oh, yeah. I've got issues with my outfit. Alright, well, I'm gonna look weird for a little while, but Skyrim outfit system is having problems. So, we're gonna ignore it for a little bit. Ghosts in the Storm. By Adonato Viotelli. For many years now, I've traveled the length and breadth of Skyrim, writing of my experiences and my adventures. I've seen many wondrous sights and many strange creatures in my travels, but one encounter remains fixed in my memory, though I wish it would not. I had taken up traveling with one of the Khajiit trade caravans that crisscrossed Skyrim, peddling their wares outside the gate of the large cities. We were nearing Windhelm when the storm struck. It was a violent and terrible gale, one of the very worst I have seen in all my long years. The winds howled like all the danger of oblivion. The driving snow made us blind to the world. Rasad called a halt, and we staggered from the road, our hands held over our faces to ward off the stinging pellets of ice. We huddled together in the shelter of a copse of pines. There was no hope of raising our tents. The wind would tear them from our hands the moment we unpacked them. They struck at the height of the storm. There were perhaps half a dozen of the creatures. It was difficult to say as the blowing snow and howling wind overwhelmed our sight and our hearing. They were roughly man-sized, but hunched over and ugly. Our garments, they wore only rags and leathers. They were armed with daggers and swords of various kinds, no doubt scavenged from their previous victims. They had no noses to speak of, only long slits for nostrils. Their ears were sharply pointed, suggesting a distant kinship with the elves. With their pallid skin and lifeless black eyes, they seemed like something out of a nightmare. Bisha saw them first, but too late to save herself. So loud was her death cry, we heard it over the roaring winds. That cry saved us all. Alerted to the presence of our foes, the Khajiit drew their blades and formed a circle, facing outward. The white fiends were too few to surround us completely, and the Khajiit fended off each attack. After 3 of the snow devils had fallen, the rest fell back and did not come at us again. The storm abated, and we arrived in Windhelm the next morning. I've taken up residence in Candlehearth Hall, and I find I am quite comfortable behind the towering stone walls of the city. Comfortable, at least, until I go to sleep and visions of those awful creatures return to haunt my dreams. Glories and Laments by Alexandra Hitrad. Having arrived at Gotsfont Priory halfway on the Gold Road between Skingrad and the Imperial City, I resolved to make a side trip to view the magnificent ruins of Kayatatar, or Shadow of the Fatherwoods in the ancient Ayleid tongue. After many hours of difficult travel through tangled hawthorn hills and limberlosts, I was suddenly struck dumb by the aspect of 5 pure white columns rising from a jade-green mound of vines to perfect V-shaped arches and graceful capitals towering above the verdant forest growth. This spectacle caused me to meditate on the lost glories of the past and the melancholy fate of high civilizations now poking like splinter shards of bone in the green-grown tumultus of time-swept obscurity. Within the forest tangle, I discovered an entrance leading down to the central dome of a great underground edifice once dedicated to Magnus, the god of sight, light, and insight. Dimly lit by the faded power of its magical pools, the shattered white walls of the enclosure shimmered with a cold blue light. The marble benches of the central plaza faced out across the surrounding waters to tall columns and sharp arches supporting the high dome. On the central island, stately bridges span the still pools to narrow walkways behind the columns, with broad vaulted avenues and limpid canals leading away from ever-deepening gloom into darkness. Reflected in the pools were the tumbled columns, collapsed walls, and riotous root and vine growth, thriving, I think it's supposed to be in the dark half-light of the magical fountains. The ancient Ayleids recognized not the 4 elements of modern natural philosophy, earth, water, air, and fire, but the 4 elements of high elf religion, earth, water, air, and light. The Ayleids considered fire to be but a weak and corrupt form of light, which Ayleid philosophers identified with primary magical principles. Thus, their ancient subterranean temples and sanctuaries were lit by lamps, globes, pools, and fountains of purest magic. It was by these ancient, faded, but still active magics that I knelt and contemplated the departed glories of the long-dead Ayleid architects. Gazing through the glass-smooth reflections of the surrounding pools, I could see, deep below, the slow pulse, the waxing and waning of the welkin stones. The chiefest perils of these ruins to the explorer are the cunning and deadly mechanisms devised by the Ayleids to torment and confound those who would invade their underground sanctuaries. What irony that after these many years, these devices should still stand vigilant against those who admire the works of the Ayleids, for it is clear these devices were crafted in vain. They did not secure the Ayleids against their true enemies, which were not the slaves who revolted and overthrew their cruel masters, nor were they the savage beast peoples who learned the crafts of war and magic from their Ayleid masters. No, it was the arrogant pride of their achievements, their smug self-assurance that their empire would last forever, that doomed them to fail and fade into obscurity. Okay. I don't even know what I'm wearing. I'm wearing Kaidan's cloak. And some sort of Dragonborn. This doesn't look so bad. It's just the cloak bugs me because of the clipping. See, that's why I disabled cloaks.
Ah, it's nice to be warm
okay.
again.
I'm gonna fix it. Take a moment to pray first. Tell Kaidan to stay here.
What was it this time?
Let's rest here.
I'll find something to do. Let me know when we're ready to go.
Alright, so I was messing about with my JSON here. Skyrim outfit system, so I'll just fix it and I'll be back. Oh well, I was messing around with it on another playlist, but some of the stuff might be carried over in an outside folder. Okay, I'm back. I have a few new outfits. This is the same, but most of my other outfits are gonna change. My inventory might be a mess for a little while. I just loaded a bunch of stuff. And I'm wearing a bunch of stuff. But essentially what I did on my other playlist was load a bunch of outfits, some of my outfits that I'm wearing are only CBBE and not 3BA, which means they didn't have physics. You know, your boobs don't bounce, stuff like that. I wanted bouncy boobs because why not? If you can, why wouldn't you? So I did a bunch of body slide stuff in my other mod list. Now it doesn't affect my body type here, but
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. It's from Falk Firebeard at the Blue Palace.
Hey.
Ooh, you've got friends in high places.
Okay,
Looks
I can
like
go
that's
get
it.
that quest.
Got to go.
Yeah, we were trying to get him to give that to us, but it looks like we have to go select it. Okay, letter from Falk Firebeard. Saleya, over the last few days, we've had some disturbing information come to light regarding the events at Wolf Skull Cave and the summoning and binding ritual you interrupted there. Given your involvement with that event, I'm asking you to return to Solitude to help us once more. I'm wary of putting all the details in print. Please come see me at the Blue Palace. Sincerely, Falk Firebeard. Okay, so as I was saying, I think what screwed me up is, although I didn't change my body type or skin or anything here, even though I changed it in the other place. Oh, and now I have to sleep. Okay. I did change the Skyrim outfit system JSON, which seems to be global. But I believe I fixed it, and I've got some new clothes.
I wonder what Firebeard wants. It's so important and sad.
Well, he kind of told us. I have a mod in my other playlist that just generally eats random shit in your inventory if you're hungry or thirsty, which is nice. And now I keep like looking at my needs and going, why am I hungry? Oh yeah, because I have to manually eat like a peasant. Now, although changing CBBE or clothes or outfits is usually fine during a playthrough, I don't want to add the auto eat mod here and potentially mess up my list, so I'm doing without a great deal of modern inconveniences that I've become accustomed to, you know, in the past 2 weeks of my life. I'm supposed to speak to Falk? So yeah, the new outfits that I got are all SMP. They all move. Some of them are chosen only because they move in cool ways. One has a cool skirt. And some of them are going to be covering me up basically more because the outfits.
The courier must have found you.
Yeah. You sent me a message about Wolf Skull Cave?
Yes, old friend. I'm afraid it's not good news. When you broke up the binding, Potema escaped. We've encountered some of her minions. Steer says she's still in spirit form, or we'd all be dead already. You've already done us a service in stopping the binding, but I need you to go talk to him, to see if Steer can tell us what to do next.
I'll talk to Steer. We'll figure something out.
I wish you well, friend. Be careful.
So, although some of my old mods had full outfits, SMP is a bit more difficult. So I'm wearing the ranger outfit at times, but the new version... Okay.
Speak to Steer.
There, you see, this is a new outfit that I really like. Do you see how that moves? How awesome that is? Look at that. But I'm also only supposed to be wearing it when it's raining, so let's try to fix that. It's going to take a little while to fix all of this, folks. Yeah, I'm only supposed to be wearing that when it's raining. I don't know what the deal is, but we'll see. Anyway, look at that! Look how cool that is! I love that. I don't mind if I wear that forever. And the hands look good, and I've got rings. And see, now I've got... Oh, no, I don't have a left-handed ring. Weird. First person is kind of weird, but, I love the physics on that cape. Isn't that cool? I love that. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that awesome? Look at how cool that is. So yes, I fell in love with new clothes. But I shouldn't be wearing this forever. But I don't know. I kind of like it. Maybe I'll wear it forever. That's so pretty.
Oh, I'm hungry. Can we get some food instead? I'm not playing with you.
Oh, it is raining.
Play me.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's why. Good. Oh, I'm in love. Okay.
Hey, wanna play tag?
So, as I was saying, these outfits now have several pieces instead of just a regular CBBE item that is one outfit that you can swap back and forth if you're just wearing a chest piece. So some of these, like the Ranger outfit, now has like 7 pieces. And I'm going to need to wear them, or else if I'm not wearing them and they're in weird slots, they won't be visible. Flock sent me to talk to you about Potema.
Ah, Potema. Former Queen of Solitude, and one of the most dangerous necromancers in recorded history. She was responsible for the Empire's near collapse almost 500 years ago. I believe I have a book about her.
I believe I've read it. And now that Potema has returned?
Summoned in spirit form is not raised from the dead. She'll need help before she can return to the living. For the moment, the Wolf Queen has retreated to a place filled with dead, eager to serve her.
Oh,
gone to her
yeah,
old
this is in the Temple of the Divines.
A few days ago, one of her servants busted through a wall into the Temple of Divines. We'll need you to go into the catacombs themselves.
Okay, yeah, I have done this before. I haven't done it in a while. I can do that.
Good. Being at the summoning created a connection to Potema. You are the one to do this. I can provide you with some help with her minions. As to Potema herself, find what's left of her body, likely a skeleton. Remove it from the catacombs and bring it back to be sanctified by Arche. May Arche bless you with a long life.
So yeah, there's a difference between my 2 mod lists, because with the upgrade of Cold Sun's mods... Hello, Dandelion. I'm off to go kill some undead. I would like very much to pet you. Look at my cool cape that's wet from the rain. Isn't that amazing? So Cold Sun had like a series of, I think it was 9 remakes that had like 9 remakes in them. So for 9 NPCs, you had 1 times 9. So it was a lot of coordination. And he turned everything into, or they, I don't know their gender. I'm assuming they are male. Because, well, yes, on their site it does says he's a busy man. So I believe I am not misgendering.
Blessings of the 8 divines upon you. How may I help? You look troubled. Have you come seeking guidance?
Have you ever heard of a Dwemer god named Srid?
No, I'm sorry. I've never even heard that name before. But the Honorable always carry the blessing of the 8. The gods know what you need.
I'm sorry, I don't follow.
The strong and honorable always carry the blessing of the 8.
The Divines would want you to help me if you can.
You're right, of course. I'm not sure what you think you'll find there, but you're welcome to have a look.
About your help with Srid.
Yes?
It would be a shame if I had to make a mess.
The strong and honorable always carry the blessing of the 8.
It's funny.
Let us walk in the steps of the divines.
Okay, yeah, this door is unlocked until you get this quest. Okay.
May knowledge of your divinity carry us through our daily styles.
So yeah, it's gonna be expensive and cluttered to have all the new gear, but boy, it looks pretty. So yeah, Cold Sun's stuff updated. There's also now a new skin, the Radiant skin that they use, and a new body preset. So I changed all. I'm still using 3BA curvy.
You've arrived at last. The heroine who prevented me from being bound returns to my fold.
Sure.
I have much to thank you for, little one. When you die, I will raise you, and you can take your place by my side.
Oh, yay. I'm so excited about that. I can't wait to be a minion. Oh, I am. The outfit system is also kind of buggy now because it's not intended for the newest update. And so we'll have to see if the auto switch works. I've noticed with male characters having trouble. Okay. Yeah, it auto-switched me. Alright, it's doing okay. And I'm wearing a new ranger outfit. It looks kind of the same. But it's got more physics.
Who's there?
And more pieces. I'm busily running around in my other mod list, checking things like, does a male character not suck? Skyrim outfit system doesn't seem to work well on the male characters. It just keeps putting the chest piece back on instead of, you know, taking it off when you're taking a bath, or, you know, having sex or assaulting people or being a naked vampire in general. Rude. I still, the one of the things that is just still killing me that I can't seem to fix is trying to get one location that has both a tanning rack and a smelter that will give experience. So far, I haven't been able to do it. But I did add a smelter to Solitude so that I don't have to, like, jump to another home. I've been just going from Solitude to Elysium Estate, which kind of screws up travel. But if I can just leave the safe house, which has a tanning rack that gives experience, but not a smelter that gives experience, and head over to Biren's shop, then it isn't as much work. So I've only got a workaround. Oh, that only activates it. I think it has, again, although I've learned a bit about outfits and changing them in mods, I haven't been able to really change the habits of static things. So the reality is USSCP, Legacy of the Dragonborn, so many things have affected the smelters, camping, all of these mods. It's I haven't really gotten into... Oh. I need to run through. It doesn't stop. I haven't really gotten into how to mess with that because I don't understand it as well. So I'm still going to have to do some scampering while I craft, but that's only temporary. It goes pretty quickly. With smithing, I have a mod now that will give me experience in smithing just from mining. So what I might do, my next run through, is take advantage of the combination of camping and fossil mining, and set up a camp in the middle of the fossil fields and do a whole bunch of roleplay mining to get my smithing skill up. That actually sounds like fun. It sounds kind of cool. And it'll help me understand those mods better. You've seen me or heard me when I do a lot of this stuff. Oh, I went backwards. Oh, right. Okay, this is a puzzle. I don't remember the... I wonder if I have puzzle solver for here. I remember this puzzle being a pain in the ass, but I haven't been here in a very long time. Nope. So I'm just trying... Oh, this gate's open.
Ha! Found you.
I hope I'm not a impending vampire. Yes, I am. Gonna fix it. Okay, which one is the... Okay, Caress and Prayer. Is the spell that dispels all damage. And I think I am sticking with the bound bow just because I get really, really sick of arrow maintenance. Was I supposed to be doing something back in that room with the puzzle, or is that where I came in? Looks like that's where I came in. Well, there's an offshoot over there. Let me see. Yeah, there's supposed to be a door here, huh? I don't know if that puzzle's for that door, or what. Yeah, I don't know. At this point, it's just going to remain a mystery. If I have to come back down here, fine. Huh. Well, you know what? That's not really helpful at all. I don't know if I've been through here or what. Let's see what this says. Nope. Okay, so there is a puzzle that opens something, correct? Or is there just a switch in here that opens something? I honestly don't remember if this is where I came through before or what. Oh, okay. I see. Okay, I did not come through there before. Alright, so I need to get these 3 doors to line up. There's one. Now, am I supposed to stop it? When it's... Okay, let's see if I'm supposed to stop it. Alright. Yes. 1 door down. Alright. Go me. I did even briefly try doing legendary difficulty, but again, early game, it's like a wolf can kill you so
no
easily.
doubt you seek to enter Potema's sanctum. I can see to that. We'll need plenty of fresh corpses to rebuild her army, you see.
I'm not interested in talking to vampires. I assume he had a key, or something like that. Okay.
Not much further. Come to me. Serve me in death.
Or not. That is a lot of bodies.
Never should have come here.
Any of y'all gonna start something? No? Okay.
You've come far, mortal. But can you stand against my inner council? Let's see.
This calls for a new fresh weapon.
Don't applaud yourself too soon, worm.
Can you hear me clapping? All you hear is my bow. Remain silent. I see you by the glowing of your little red eyes. Oh, I'm supposed to be avoiding the alley shit. Okay. Fair enough. Of course, when the alley shit hunts you, it's harder to avoid the alley shit. Will you stop? I can't stare. Oh, there's more.
Rip the eyes from her head!
Rude. Oh, still more. Okay. I don't think it can reach me from over here, so... Hey, little buddy, listen to me. He's looking around like, where did all my friends go? I like the crown. The crown on her widow head. Her widow dead head. Okay, Patema. Patema's skull. Legend of Crately House. Okay, it's a book. Alright. We meet again, door bar. Yep. Thought you were gonna do that. I'm also trying to figure out in my next run through what is the best order to do things, because this time I did the main quests first, and it looks like that was okay. Not the best choice if I wanted to do all the miscellaneous stuff. So yeah, once again, no legendary. I tried it again. It has been years. I did it, but I do stuff like that just because I'm stubborn, not because it's fun. I can't say it was fun because I'm not going back and doing it. I know I've done that multiple times with other stuff too, like Mass Effect and BioWare. I did all the legendary stuff.
Not so bad.
Ooh, I should have cool, fun cape. Yes, I love that. I'm so happy. So yeah, clearly if I just keep changing my clothes and changing the mods, I'll just run around and be happy with the trees. I did it! Proud of me, Dandelion? You're safe. You won't be overrun by the undead. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out whether or not, by the time, if you do like the main quest last though, which is what a lot of guides recommend.
Any trouble. What can I do for you, friend?
A lot of guides talk about completionists, but then I won't have Dragonborn for the
returned.
majority, like
I am hoping
90% of the game. I have Batema's remains.
Excellent. These things do have a way of working out when people take action. I'll sanctify the remains. In case Falk doesn't make it clear, Solitude owes you a debt of gratitude.
Give me your books. I demand payment in books. Just books. I'll also take the rest of your stuff, but I'm only interested in the books. I'm also very vaguely considering making a project of adding my voice packs to the Dragonborn and adding my voice packs to books. Now, I should probably just be able to listen to this recording, but it's not perfect. I cough a lot. And it's not great. I do have a recording studio where I could actually record the lines quietly without dog doors and me coughing or mispronouncing things. With some prep, it could be amazing. Again, that would extend most of my game projects out for the next 5 years. But if they keep making outfits, I might keep making voices. If I figure it out, I want my husband to revoice Barbas. Or maybe I'll figure out how to use an emulator myself and just make up
the gods
male
watch
voices.
over your battles,
Guess
friend.
it's kind of a job.
Do you have business with the court?
I've taken care of Batema.
You've done a great thing today. It doesn't matter who you support in the war. Batema would have been a blight on the land for both sides. Without you, this would have been a disaster. I should have paid more heed to Varnius's warnings. I won't make that mistake again. Take this payment. The Jarl would thank you, but she very much wants to keep Batema's return quiet. Make no mistake, we consider you a protector of Solitude.
Be quick. I have little patience for mundane concerns.
The Jarl is not...
Okay, this is heavy armor. It's nice though, it's pretty.
To be disturbed with common affairs of court. You direct those concerns to me.
Okay, so I'm gonna recheck. We did Riften. See what's left for Riften. Couldn't find Branche. Level, yeah, that stuff is still kind of weird. I might go back later. Solitude. I'm gonna see if I can find Octave. Oh, okay, he's the guy near the... Okay, he's the guy near the winking skeever who talks about being old not being so bad. So if I were to replay, I am considering giving myself... Well, not if I'm going to replay. Yes. When I replay and start fiddling about with books and voices and order and... I have my cool cape. Look at that. That is some serious upskirt, but that's okay. I've got pants on underneath this. This is awesome. I love it. I will probably give myself the gift of the Dragon Rend shout.
I'm too old to work, but that don't make me too old to drink. Take my advice. Never gamble. Damn Ernskar has me in debt up to the eyes.
You're in debt to Ernskar?
Too many drinking games, too many bets, and I'm too old to ever raise the coin on my own.
What if I talk to Ernskar?
He's a stubborn oaf. I don't know what good it'll do. You should speak to my daughter, Yvette. She's the brains of the family.
So yeah, I would hate to go an entire game without Dragon Rend. I can go to the Leveler's Tower. You can give it to yourself using console, but if you use VR and you can't use the console, you can also go to download the mod Leveler's Tower, and from there, I mean, it's all like point and click stuff. Oh. Probably don't want to break into Thane's home. Alright, I'm right here. I'm gonna go take a nap. Oh, wait. I can take a nap over here without going through the whole museum. That's right. I have a house. So that's my plan for the next run through. Start over with fabulous clothes. Early game, build myself a camp. Most of the mining stuff, I don't think I have the it's near where you get, where is it? See this little indentation here near Eldergloom Sanctuary? This whole area is where they added the majority of fossil mining. So what I could do is start with Kaidan, do a ton of fossil mining, set up a camp here so I have a home. I do have Hidden Hearth Cottage, but that takes some cash at the beginning. So I might just end up starting a home there, hanging out with Kaidan, and building up my skills. I am, yeah, not doing legendary difficulty, but I am sticking with master. That is doable with all of the bells and whistles I have. And I crashed. That's unfortunate. I don't want to crash. But surprisingly stable for a mod list that's been messed with so much, even during the playthrough.
Being old is not so bad. Father keeps me fed.
Unless we have specific business, I'm not interested.
I'd like you to forgive Octave's debts.
Debts are debts. Either he pays them, or his kind do.
He's an old man. Let it go.
Fine. You sound like a priest of Mara, but I get your point. Tell him to forget about the gold. Keep your sword, Armstrong.
Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
Hi, courier.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
I'm so glad you're here.
Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
With an inventory like this, when it just says items added, I think there is a mod where he tells you what you get. I probably should put that in. To the owner? The owner of Riftfield Manor, I'm not accustomed to working under these conditions of secrecy, but your generous compensations for the inconvenience was more than adequate to complete the project. Both the balcony ramp and the floor mechanism were interesting projects, and I hope you'll find them functioning to your surprisingly specific specifications. If you should have any further need for my talents, please call on me again. Cathenius Dandoro. Okay, that's back with Mercer Frey. Timely offer. Delvin, I have a full score of glass arrows coming in. If you want a piece, I'll sell them to you for my cost. I need to keep the merchandise moving, or else that bitch might catch on to our operation. If you want them, they'll be stashed under the docks in the usual place. I'll check back with you in a week. Tulindwe. That's not smart. Stalvin's message. Sorry if we're not here, but anyone looking for us should head to New Chuansel. I'll have to spend a few days down there, so expect us to be back in less than a week. Big work to do, but we're not telling anyone. But don't enter the excavation site unless you get permission from Calselmo first. Stranger's plea? Alright. Celea, I come to you with an urgent plea. I have done unspeakable things which I've come to regret, and the consequences are imminent. If you know of the Oblivion Crisis, then you know I make no jest when I say the fate of Tamriel is at stake. It would be safe for us to speak further in person. Please meet me at the Shrine of Stendar, located between Fort Greymore and Rorikstead. I will lay bare my sins in Stendar's presence. Perhaps he will grant me forgiveness. Scorvin. Shopping list. Cauterizing agent. Milk, goat cheese, turnips, cauterizing agent, eggs, flour, cheese. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna take a little while for me to get to all this, huh? No word yet. I've used every source at my disposal and I still can't find a trace of your parents. Whoever they are, they've completely erased themselves from history. This is quite a feat considering the quality of my sources. If I come up with anything else, I'll be certain to contact you. Athel Newberry. My guild jobs log. That's cool. See, that's great. That will help me So, yeah, I need to get one for each place, so I'll keep track of it. That's fantastic. That's the, I don't remember exactly the name. It's not Thieves Guild requirements. I think it's more like the specific Thieves Guild job, something like that. Crag, as soon as you come out of New Chuanzell with something very substantial, make an excuse to go to Riften. Business is business. Oh! That's Mercer Frey. So one of the dead guys was working with Mercer. I'm just going to read the stuff that looks like notes. Many thanks. I'm not certain how you managed to get your hands on that item we discussed, but I'm more than pleased. I thought you'd simply wait until it was being transported to Castle Dur to its final destination, but according to what I've heard, it vanished right from their armory. I wish I knew how you were able to slip past the guards, bypass the portcullis, unlock the armory door, and break into that dwarven puzzle-locked chest. You need to teach me that little trick sometime. I've left your cut in the usual drop spot. Might have another job for you soon. Oh. Letter from Bolger Bearclaw. Friend, we seek your aid. A dark necromancer has been attacking innocents along the northern coast, accompanied by strange creatures who do his every bidding. I trust you can help us with this troublesome matter and investigate on our behalf. Bolger Bearclaw. House Redorang's reply. Councillor Morvain, while I appreciate the urgency of the situation on Solstheim, I'm afraid that I can't approve the request for supplies and funds at this time. This is nothing personal, Laro. Your island is one of 74 outlying settlements of Morrowind at this time. House Redorang must rank those outposts in terms of economic and strategic importance. We have limited coin in our coffers to send to these settlements, so we have to decide which ones take precedence. Unfortunately, Solstheim is very low on the list. I'm doing everything I can for you. All I ask is that you hang on a little longer. Draelis Roland, Council Member, House Redorang. Yeah, keep holding your breath for that one, buddy. Hired Thug's missive. Seemed like an easy enough job. Girls and me done plenty like it before. Some chinless Breton wants bodyguards for a trip to the mountains. Fine, easy clink for us. He goes on about this twice-forsaken mask of his the whole way, of course. Got a pretty good laugh when Braz snatched it and put it on her face. He threatened to fire us for that one. Not smart out here on your own. He realized that right fast and shut up about not paying. So we get here, he thumbs through some papers and mutters to himself, never you mind that me and Graz had to cut through 10 stinking trolls just to get him here, without so much as a warning. Poof! He's put on that mask and vanished. Could have put my hands on his throat one moment, the next he's not so much as thin air. Well, after a while, we didn't know what to do, and Braz picks her gear up to head home, while he poofs back, that mask in his hand. Begs us not to leave, says he needs us to wait, this is what he's paying us for. Then puts the mask back on his sorry face and he's gone again. I'd seen cloaks do invisibility before, but a few swings of my fist proved he wasn't pulling that one. Nothing there to hit. He shows up again, tells us he just needs more time. Has to figure out something about other masks, and vanishes again. That was yesterday, and I'm done with twiddling my thumbs and writing letters to myself. We're leaving come sunrise, and if he shows up again, I promise Azura, I'm putting this dagger through his chest to keep him in one place. He'd pull more loot off him dead than he could have paid alive, but not the mask. That cursed thing can stay and rot with him, and the trolls, right here. I have need of Cynric. Mercer, I consider a personal favor if I can once again utilize Cynric's unique skills for a delicate situation in the City Mines. A close friend has been incarcerated in that horrible place, and I should like him freed as soon as possible. I'd recommend Cynric avoid the forsworn element that's prevalent within the mines. Stick to as simple an escape plan as possible. Gourmet's Writ of Passage. Give me a chance. Oh, this is just Delvin wanting to sleep with Vex. Vex, give an old man a chance, why don't you? I know I may have a few years under my belt, but that doesn't mean we can't have some fun. Believe me, I can show you a thing or two. You're playing hard to get. I saw how you blushed when Dirge started reading from the lusty Argonian maid. You're a firebrand, and we all know it. Take me up on my offer and stop playing the tough girl. We all know the toughest ones are the softest on the inside. Delvin. Ew. Ugh. Gross. Eyes open. Keep your eyes on Sapphire. There's more to her than meets the eye. East Empire connection. Mercer, I've pressed our contact on the East Empire Company for information, but that lizard's as stubborn as he is careless. He claims the company has nothing to offer, but I think he's hiding something. I suggest that you refrain from having him visited by the Brotherhood for now. He may yet be of some use to us. He's just charming. Bounty. A single glassfish is needed for a potion that a client has requested. I cannot leave my shop unattended during the daylight hours, so I have no choice but to request that someone else acquire the fish for me. Please see me at my establishment, Grave Connections in Falkreath, once you have the glassfish. A reward of 100 gold will be granted, plus an additional reward for anyone who might be willing to assume more work regarding a private matter. Argonian Ceremony. Dinya, I was wondering if you could speak to Marimel about perhaps presiding over a marriage ceremony for myself and Kirava. She's the love of my life, and I wish to be with her forever, but only if we can be wed in traditional Argonian fashion. Traditional Argonian bonding ceremonies are somewhat long and complex, involving unique rituals spoken in our native language. I'd be more than happy to provide a book describing what I'm looking for, as long as Marimel doesn't mind. Talonjan. Anders' message. I can't believe I came all this way, solved all these ridiculous puzzles just to end up here. After I memorized Nystrom's clues he collected from Lifeless, I slit his throat. Now I guess the joke's on me because I'm stuck here and I don't see a way out. Hope someone comes by soon. I'm getting hungry. An apology. Versi, I got your last request, but there's no way I'm going near Shroud Hearth Barrow. I know that the trinkets from the Nordic Barrows sell quite well, but it isn't worth getting killed. You probably think I'm crazy, but I'm certain the place is haunted, and I refuse to become another victim of whatever lives there. Sorry, old friend. All employees must read. Notice to all employees. I've discovered my bed filled with skeever droppings that were obviously placed there on purpose by an employee who felt that it was an amusing prank. You have until mid-us to either come forward on your own or point me in the direction of the perpetrator of this practical joke. Otherwise, all employees will be subject to half wages for the next 3 months. In darks. A warning. Delvin, master of sneaking, huh? If I ever try to catch you sneaking a peek at me while I'm bathing in the lake again, I'll cut off your most valuable asset. Vex. Adriel's survey results. Councillor Morvan, below are the results of the survey you requested. The bulwark needs extensive repair. Ash is beginning to seep through the cracks inside the barracks and weaken the structure. Repairs to the docks have been completed. We can now accommodate 2 ships at once if need be. We lost a total of 26 Redoran Guard in the last 2 years. We've seen 10 replacements in the last 5. There's been no improvement in the condition of the water around the island. While there are fish still present, they are nowhere near enough to sustain us as a fishing town. As you can see, we are in desperate need of relief. Sorry to be the bearer of such bad news, but I'm only doing as you requested. Fish out of water. Luria is an odd one. She wants to fill our precious waters with mud crabs. Mud crabs! Crabs are not fish. They do not swim. They do not smile. You cannot speak to a mud crab. You cannot hold a conversation in their knobbly little pinchers. They are clumsy creatures, but more importantly, they are unhappy creatures. Dour and sunless, like the soil in which they sleep. Ours is to wonder if Luria is not well to suggest such a thing. Golden Glow Bill of Sale. Oh, yes. This deed signifies ownership of Golden Glow Estate to the undersigned. This includes all properties, livestock, resources, buildings, and staff. Ownership may only be transferred with an accompanying bill of sale. Zinch left work order. You want this in writing? Fine. The deal is that you lot help me get the artifacts out of this ruin and I deliver them to my buyer. No artifacts, no coin. I will pay you by the piece, so get as many as you can. Good luck getting any of these without me. Material Ferrano. Notice of cost increase. Kirava, as of this month, I'm afraid we're going to have to double the cost for Blackbriar Mead. As you're no doubt well aware, there's quite a bit of civil unrest occurring within Skyrim. With this unrest comes increased cost to us for shipping, protection, ingredients, and labor. I think you'll find your customers more than willing to share in this burden by absorbing the cost through a price increase. I recommend you institute immediately. Failure to comply with your new costs will result in an immediate interruption of Blackbriar Mead. Sincerely, Maven Blackbriar. Poem of Tohan, Excerpt 1. Tohan the Great, a man once renowned for the might of his sword and the fire in his heart. He rid the world of many evil, those we cannot see. The evil around us, the darkness that will ever be. He fought his foes with steel and spell, keeping the ones he loved from harm, but brave his deeds and his mighty heart. None of his words were sung today by the bards. Greatest of men, Tohan with a kind soul, who protected the weak and smote the unclean. His deeds were lost into unknown. Now may his actions be seen. Now may his story be told. Okay. I'm going to save some of that poetry for later.
Sibyl Stentor has a grasp of magical theory that I would never have expected from a human, even a Breton.
Take my advice. Never gamble. Damn Ernskar has me in debt up to the eyes.
Ernskar agreed to forgive your debt.
You've done a fine thing for me. You know, I used to be quite a warrior in my day. Let me show you a thing or two. You should speak to my daughter, Yvette. She's the brains of the family.
Alright, we have tried to attain all of these quests. Oh, look at my pretty cape. Oh! Oh! Okay.
There's nothing like a good song to lift the spirit in troubled times.
Try talking to Captain Aldous again. We go into the prison once again.
Those rebels better not try coming to Hafengar.
How goes the training?
Their aim could be steadier, but they're battle ready.
Even if that battle's with a dragon?
You are the Dragonborn, aren't you? I'm sort of hoping you are going to fight the dragons for us. A normal man is no match for a dragon.
Okay.
Keep my men in your
He's not...
face. They'll need them if they don't shape up.
He's not cooperating.
I'm telling you, Ulfric's planning an attack on Whiterun.
You won't get anything out of me, you filthy sons of workers.
They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King. With his voice, shouted him apart.
I stand with the Stormcloaks. You Imperial dogs will never break my will. Never.
I vaguely remember she's from like some... Yeah, but I don't remember. We'll be back.
The Emperor, the Tamriel, dead. The dark times, my friend.
Yeah.
Dark times indeed.
Dark times. Dark times.
Those rebels better not try coming to Hoffing.
Alright, I have done my level best to activate these quests naturally. Since it's modded,
Proudspire Manor, huh?
I could probably...
Beautiful house. At least from the outside.
It's nice inside except for the, stupid fish tank aquarium that I put down in the middle of the dining table. Not smart.
I'm telling you,
Okay,
Ulfric's planning an attack on
I
Whiterun.
am going to declare
He'd be insane to try. He doesn't have the men.
Riften
That's not what my
and
scouts report, sir.
Solitude done until
What do you need, Bob?
later. On to Telmithrin. Thanks for watching. Wishing you found family, creative hobbies, a hot bath after a long day, and food you love as much as Saleya loves apple pies.